was having an interesting conversation behind the scenes, and when my guys out of Houston told me about the news that came out that Andy Ruiz was Andy Ruiz basically is hinting at that he gonna be on the Bud card August 3rd. If you've seen the video where I went over the article, I did a small portion on the live. I mean, we've been cooking on the lives, I think. This year we already up to, this shit is cooked right here, it's done. 56 episodes. So but yeah, he said he's gonna be on the card. It's gonna be in LA. Press conference is for Wednesday in New York City. So, you know, they're going to have somebody on there, and it's having people believe that maybe Andy Ruiz is no longer with Al Haymon anymore. Now, I'm about to share something with y'all from what I'm hearing. Some rumors, okay? Right now, I've been saying this. Ortiz fought in Colombia. Jared Hurd fought on a smaller card. There was another PBC fighter who fought on another card. I forget the name. So Al Haymon is, what is he doing? Is what he should have been doing all along. What's going on now? Now, Wilder situation was different. I heard allegedly, and they can nor confirm nor deny it or say nothing about it. But I don't know how true it is that he was released out of the contract with PBC. He was allowed to go sign with the Saudis. You know, and with him being allowed to sign with the Saudis, it was because Al Haymon didn't pay him for the Helenius fight. I'm guessing he didn't pay him in full. He didn't pay him all his money, so he allowed him to walk. That's the rumor. Now, apparently, this comes from an inside source at PBC, a fighter, right? And they basically are saying that you know, Al Haymon don't have the money. Al Haymon don't have the dates. So he allowing fighters to go to other companies and other cards outside of PBC to fight. And allegedly it's taking a 10% managerial cut. So he's still keeping his money in. Okay, you can go fight over on the Zone card. You can go fight over ESPN, or you can fight on this small show card, but I need 10% of the cut still. So, I mean, shit, a manager usually took 33 in the third. So if you read some of the paperwork that was filed on the lawsuit, if you look hard enough, the paperwork says he takes a less, or some of the allegation says he takes less money than a 33 and a third percent rate to have more control. So I think he said he took anywhere from 10 to 20% or something like that. So, you know, but he gets control. So apparently, and that ain't on either. So apparently he allowing his fighters to go do other things while still getting a percentage. He doesn't have the dates. All right? And they're looking for another outlet. They're looking for another outlet to put fights on. All right? You keep hearing where they talking to Netflix, and they may hinge on how well Jake Paul do. Because Netflix is looking for something to differentiate themselves from the competition. That's the big war over media, over apps right now, over television apps. Is how are we going to separate ourselves from everybody else? You know, Hulu got live sports, but the difference with Hulu is that's more of a direct competitor with YouTube TV. Now, I don't know if you get Hulu Live, do you get that Hulu app with live? You know, you get, you know, and if you do, that's the way it should be. If I'm gonna pay $80 a month, you might as well throw Hulu Basic or Hulu Premium in there, right? But I don't know. I got regular Hulu. Excuse me. So, but to continue on, so they all trying to, you know, get an edge on the competition. So, you know, so Netflix, they added mobile games on there now. And, you know, now they trying to add, kind of play around with, adding live sports. So I think it depends on how well the Jake Paul fight do. And then, also a lot of rumors going around PBC that they want to they in talks with NBC. Now the problem with that is NBC don't really care about boxing at this point. They just need sports programming. So the belief is if they're able to get the NBA back on NBC, that they're not even gonna mess with boxing. That's the rumor. But if they don't get the NBA, I think they lost a lot of the hockey to ESPN. So if they don't get the NBA, then they probably most likely gonna add boxing to rekindle that relationship with Al Haymon. But apparently, they need some guarantees. So, you know what that means? They need that he gonna make the fights that people want to see, and that's just not his MO. And that's one of the reasons why it was rumors that he could land on the Zone, which, in my opinion, I think the Zone is gonna be the only hub for boxing. I think at some point, with Top Rank deal running out ESPN next year, I think at some point all boxing is gonna be on the Zone. That's just my opinion. I don't know inside information, just looking at it, right? I don't think Prime is gonna be in the PBC business past this year. I could be wrong. But apparently Al Haymon is allowing at least his fighters out right now, which shows the versatility of his business IQ and his contracts. Still bring money in while they fight. It may not be the amount of money he was getting, but he still got something coming in. And now, why he look for a new home. And at the end of the day, if I'm NBC, you need sports programming. I mean, you do got the NFL. You at the NBA, you Thanos. You don't need boxing, to be honest. A lot of people want to hope and wish, they can bring boxing. Nobody wants to be in the business of losing money. That's the problem. When you fuck with Al, you lose money. He don't want to make the matchups that you want to see. So if he refused that deal with Showtime, he refused to do that with the Zone, where they would have a control or the autonomy over the matchmaking, he didn't want to relinquish that power. He old. They don't ever want to switch up. So, NBC asking for the same thing. Netflix is probably going to be asking for the same thing. You know what PBC asking for? They asking for, guaranteed money. And like I said before, when you look at the company is what's below red. They ain't off red at this point, bro. It's over with. They have nothing that you want to see. They have no matchups that you want to see. Bring them up. The Charcoal twins cooked. Errol Spence cooked. And then most of the content gotta be on pay-per-view. So how does that help grow the PBC brand when non-pay-per-view fights gotta be on pay-per-view? It doesn't make no fucking sense. Now they have to build what Prime had to build. Unless they gonna say, okay, Prime, we'll lose Prime for pay-per-view events. We'll use ESPN for regular TV events. But the problem is, the pay-per-view events is the real regular TV made events for NBC. And the regular TV fights they put on, they worth nothing to NBC. They don't have anything left. I keep telling y'all that. You look at it, Benavidez versus who? Canelo not gonna fight him, so it's a wrap. Better be Evan Beeble. They're not gonna allow him to fight them niggas neither. He already said it. Who he got at heavyweight? Wilder, he in the twilight. He ain't even fucking with him right now. We don't know what's going on with Andy. We seen he leased Andy out for this card. We ain't seen Andy in years, bro. Gary Russell retired. They say, what a little brother at? He ducked Puello for a title shot. That's probably why they shelved his ass. Come on. Rolly got cooked. Isak Cruz, cool. Who he gonna fight now? Sabrina Matias at Matchroom. They probably won't make the TO fight. Maybe the Tank Davis pay-per-view, rematch. That's gonna be on pay-per-view. Look, what do they have? They trying to make Errol Spence and Charlo. I do a video on that. They have nothing to offer. It's over. What Future say? It's over for you thoughts. PBC has nothing you want to see. They lost Boost. They lost Canelo. This Canelo last fight on that deal. They ripped the final fight up. They don't have anything that you want to see. They prospects got cooked. Rayo been cooked already. Cobra been cooked already. Begging to get back in the ring already. Come on, who else do they have? It's over. The roster is cooked. It's over for them thoughts. They don't have nothing. So you giving them big money for nothing. They don't have the future of boxing. They the best thing they got is Tank Davis right now. That's it. They can say, oh man, Devin Haney lost and Tank talking shit. Tank probably gonna lose. If Tank take a loss, it's gonna be outside. It's gonna be in the fucking courtroom. Mark my words. They're gonna carefully matchmake and save him. He they last of the last. Fondor done got cooked. Fondue cooked. What's that shit that black women always making, man? That dip shit that fucked my stomach up. Jesus, rotel dip. All black women are make today is rotel dip and motherfucking chicken Alfredo. They will rotel and Alfredo your ass to death. I'm hating because the shit fucked my stomach up without my lactate pills. But nonetheless, I used to make a good chicken Alfredo. I ain't made that shit in years. But yeah. One time. Oh yeah. But yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, so NBC, Netflix, you know, but they won't, you know, it sounds like NBC for sure won't guarantees and that they have, you know, certain fights. And they don't have shit they want to see. So I'm telling y'all, that shit ain't gonna happen, bro. That shit ain't gonna happen. They're not gonna get him control. I'm telling you. You know, he trying to be a shrewd operator, heard the man sick, all that shit. This shit is cooked. It's over with. Them niggas about to be on their knuckles. And even if Netflix and NBC say, yeah, they gonna eventually say, get the fuck out my house. You coming in my house now, talking all that. Now get the out my house, you dirty ass. Only real niggas know that song. Shout out to everybody in South Florida. They know that song. Get out my house. I ain't gonna say the group's name. Real ones know that. Real ones, you know, that grew up know that shit. Shout out to my South Floridians. But yeah, man. So that's the 411 on that, man. So I might gonna cook on this Monday live. Y'all probably see this video Tuesday. I got a Teofimo Lopez video in the cut. I got a Earl video I've been having in the cut for about a month. I might release tomorrow, sometime this week. Patreon is done. I just got to announce it. I do one more video for the Goodfella tier. So hopefully we find some Ryan Garcia footage. I'll break it down and y'all get an announcement soon. So appreciate y'all. Hit the link tree. Y'all find a Patreon link in the link tree when I put it there. It's not there yet. I updated the link tree, took some shit off. Google Radio Public is gone. So everything else in there. Follow me on Kick, Twitch. I do appreciate it. Need those followers over there. Check me out on Facebook. We over there cooking. Instagram, we cooking. X, you know we cooking. We cooking the local dummy box community over there right now. You know we cooking. But we everywhere, man. Hit the link tree. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.